the two companies saw one another, the companions of Musa said, "Indeed, we are to be overtaken." Musa said, "No, inna ma'ya rabbi sayahdeen. Indeed, with me is my Lord. He will guide me." Musa alayhi salam's tawakkul, trust in Allah, gave him the confidence that He is going to help us, because Bani Israel were following Musa out of Egypt, and once the Pharaoh realized, he went out himself with his army to follow Bani Israel. They ended up in a place where there was the Red Sea on one side and the people of Pharaoh coming towards them. Then we inspired to Musa, "Strike with your staff the sea," and it parted, and each portion was like a great towering mountain. And we advanced thereto the others, and we saved Musa and those with him all together. Then we drowned the others, meaning Pharaoh and his nation. "Inna fi dhalika la'ayah, wa ma kana aktharuhum mu'minin." Indeed, and that is a sign, but most of them were not believers. "Wa inna rabbaka lahuwal azizur rahim." And indeed your Lord, He is the exalted in might, the merciful. وَاتْلُ عَلَيْهِمْ نَبَأَ إِبْرَاهِيمَ. And recite to them the news of Ibrahim. When he said to his father and his people, "What do you worship?" They said, "We worship idols and remain to them devoted." He said, "Do they hear you when you supplicate? Or do they benefit you? Or do they harm?" They said, "But we found our fathers doing thus." So when Ibrahim a.s. asks them, can they actually do these things which a God is supposed to do? There's no answer again from the people. There's no response to what he is saying, but just, we're doing this because our fathers did this. It is the way. It is our culture. It's how it's always been. And there's no other evidence for their worship. He said, "Then do you see what you have been worshipping, you and your ancient forefathers? Indeed, they are enemies to me, except the Lord of the worlds." And now, Ibrahim a.s. speaks of Allah. What you will note is that Musa a.s., when he was in the court of Pharaoh, he talked of Allah in the grand sense, that He's the creator of the heavens, the earth, the Lord of everything, the one that creates, maintains. And here Ibrahim a.s. is giving a personal connection with Allah, a personal description, account of Allah from himself. So we have the account from a grand level, and now we have a description of Allah, of who Allah is, from another prophet on a personal level. الَّذِي خَلَقَنِي فَهُوَ يَهْدِينَ. Who created me, and He it is who guides me. وَالَّذِي هُوَ يُطْعِمُنِي وَيَسْقِينَ. And it is He who feeds me and gives me drink. وَإِذَا مَرِضْتُ فَهُوَ يَشْفِينَ. And when I am ill, it is He who cures me. وَالَّذِي يُمِيتُنِي ثُمَّ يُحْيِينَ. And who will cause me to die and then bring me to life. وَالَّذِي أَطْمَعُ أَنْ يَغْفِرَ لِي خَطِيئَتِي يَوْمَ الدِّينِ. And who I aspire that He will forgive me my sin on the day of recompense. These are amazing verses about Allah from Ibrahim a.s., which we should reflect upon them and how he has described Allah. And then he makes dua, رَبِّ هَبْ لِي حُكْمًا وَأَلْحِقْنِي بِالصَّالِحِينَ. My Lord, grant me authority and join me with the righteous. Again, asking for righteous company, just as Yusuf a.s. did. وَجَعَلْ